Horton's world welcomes you. The air hangs heads alive with the sounds of nocturnal creatures. They're filled with mysterious ingredients, bubbles and steam. Their voices blending into a single, powerful. Air is thick with the energy of the ritual, a tangible, casting long shadows that seem to come alive. To the ancestors, seeking their guidance and blessing, are not just artifacts, but living embodiments. Path is to step into a realm where the past and present dancing shadows on the earthen floor. The forest is alive with the sounds of nocturnal creatures, their calls echoing through the trees. The interplay of light and shadow creates an otherworldly scene where reality and illusion blur. Each step taken on this forest floor feels like a journey deeper into the heart of an ancient mystery. A fire crackles at the center, its flames licking at the iron pot perched precariously above. The firelight casts flickering shadows that dance on the surrounding trees, creating an eerie, almost hypnotic effect. The pot, filled with mysterious ingredients, bubbles and steams, adding to the sense of anticipation and unease. The fire is not just a source of light and warmth, but a focal point for the ritual that is about to unfold. Chants rise and fall, weaving a tapestry of sound both mesmerizing and terrifying. The rhythmic intonations seem to resonate with the very soul of the forest, as if the trees themselves are joining in the ritual. The participants, their faces illuminated by the firelight, are lost in a trance-like state, their voices blending into a single, powerful force. The chants are not just words, but invocations, calling upon ancient powers and spirits. This is the world of voodoo, a realm where the veil between the living and the dead thins, where spirits walk among us, and where the power of belief can both heal and destroy. The altar, adorned with candles and offerings, is a gateway to this mystical world. Each object on the altar holds a specific significance, a connection to the spirits and ancestors. The air is thick with the energy of the ritual, a tangible force that can be felt by all present. Voodoo. The very word evokes a sense of mystery and dread, conjuring images of dark rituals, potent curses, and the eerie power of the Loa, the spirits that govern this mystical realm. The figure performing the ritual moves with a deliberate grace, each action steeped in meaning and tradition. The symbols and items used in the ritual are not mere props, but powerful tools that channel the energy of the spirits. The candles flicker, casting long shadows that seem to come alive, adding to the sense of otherworldly presence. But beyond the sensationalized portrayals and Hollywood horror stories lies a complex and often misunderstood religion, rich in tradition, spirituality, and a profound connection to the ancestral world. The practitioners, led by a priest or priestess, engage in rituals that have been passed down through generations. These ceremonies are not just about invoking spirits, but about maintaining a connection to the ancestors, seeking their guidance and blessings. The altars, with their offerings, are a testament to this deep-rooted tradition. This is a journey into the heart of voodoo, exploring its origins, its practices, and its enduring power in a world increasingly dominated by the rational and the mundane. The rituals, with their intricate symbolism and profound meaning, offer a glimpse into a world where the spiritual and the physical are intertwined. The objects and symbols used in these rituals are not just artifacts, but living embodiments of the beliefs and traditions that have shaped voodoo for centuries. It is a journey into the shadows where fear and fascination collide, and where the spirits of the past still whisper their secrets to those who dare to listen. The forest, with its dark, whispering shadows, becomes a place of mystery and revelation. The ancient symbols, etched into the very fabric of the forest, tell stories of a time when the world was filled with magic and wonder. To walk this path is to step into a realm where the past and present merge, and where the whispers of the shadows can reveal the deepest truths.
To understand voodoo, we must journey back to the Yoruba civilization, known for its profound. Every decision was influenced, and history is where the roots of voodoo first took hold, weaving a complex tapestry of beliefs and practices that have endured through the ages. Here, amongst the Yoruba people of present-day Nigeria and Benin, the seeds of this potent religion were sown centuries ago. The Yoruba civilization, known for its profound wisdom and intricate social structures, provided fertile ground for the development of voodoo. Their traditions, passed down through generations, have shaped the spiritual landscape of this region. For the Yoruba, The spiritual world was not a distant, ethereal realm, but an ever-present force, intimately entwined with the fabric of daily life. Every action, every decision, was influenced by the spiritual energies that surrounded them. The boundaries between the physical and spiritual worlds were fluid, allowing for a constant exchange of energy and influence.
At the core of their belief system lay the concept this interconnectedness fostered a deep respect for nature. By honoring the spirits and deities, the Yoruba ensured every living being, every object, and every natural element, creating a dynamic and interconnected universe. Ace was the essence of existence, the power that sustained life and enabled transformation. Ace flowed through every living being, every element of nature, connecting them in a vast and intricate web of energy. This interconnectedness fostered a deep respect for nature and its cycles, as well as a profound understanding of the interdependence of all life forms. The Yoruba people saw themselves as part of a larger cosmic order, where harmony and balance were paramount. It was through rituals, offerings, and invocations that the Yoruba sought to harness this power, to maintain balance within themselves and the world around them. These practices were not merely symbolic, they were seen as essential acts of communication with the spiritual realm. By honoring the spirits and deities, the Yoruba ensured the continued flow of Ace, promoting health, prosperity, and protection.
Central to their spiritual practices was the veneration. These were not distant gods, but acts of abundance. Theirs was a music and ritual. The Yoruba people celebrated Orisha had its own distinct personality, domain, and attributes, reflecting the diverse facets of life and the natural world. These deities were not abstract concepts, but living presences that played an active role in the lives of the Yoruba people. These were not distant gods, but active forces who could be petitioned for guidance, protection, and intervention in the affairs of mortals. The relationship between the Yoruba and the Orishas was one of mutual respect and reciprocity. Through prayers, offerings, and rituals, the Yoruba sought to gain the favor of the Orishas, ensuring their support in times of need and their blessings in times of abundance. Theirs was a vibrant, polytheistic faith, rich in symbolism, music, and elaborate ceremonies designed to honor and appease these powerful entities. Festivals and celebrations were integral to Yoruba spiritual life, providing opportunities for communal worship, cultural expression, and the reinforcement of social bonds. Through dance, music, and ritual, the Yoruba people celebrated their connection to the divine, reaffirming their place within the cosmic order. The transatlantic slave trade brought with it a journey, and those who did were thrust into a life stories and their beliefs, which became aspirations. These practices provided us. The journey across the Atlantic, known as the Middle Passage, was a harrowing ordeal. Packed tightly into the holds of ships, the enslaved Africans faced deplorable conditions, disease, and death. Many did not survive the journey, and those who did were thrust into a life of relentless labor and cruelty. Yet, amidst the horrors of the Middle Passage and the dehumanizing conditions of plantation life, the resilience of the human spirit shone through. The enslaved Africans, despite being stripped of their freedom and subjected to unimaginable brutality, carried with them the essence of their cultural identity. They brought with them their traditions, their stories, and their beliefs, which became a source of strength and solidarity in the face of oppression. The enslaved Africans carried with them their traditions, their stories, and their beliefs. These cultural elements were not just remnants of their past, but became vital tools for survival and resistance. Through storytelling, music, dance, and rituals, they preserved their heritage and passed it down to future generations. These practices provided a sense of community and continuity, helping them to endure the harsh realities of their new lives.
In the Americas, particularly in the French colony of Sicily forced upon the slaves by their oppressors, the potent syncretism that would come to be known as voodoo ground. The enslaved Africans in Saint Domingue, like their counterparts in other parts of the Americas, faced the imposition of European religious practices. However, they did not abandon their own spiritual traditions. Instead, they adapted and integrated them with the new religious elements they encountered. Here, they intertwined with elements of Catholicism forced upon the slaves by their oppressors. The Catholic Church, with its saints and rituals, provided a framework that the enslaved Africans could relate to their own spiritual practices. This blending of beliefs and practices led to the creation of a unique and potent syncretism that would come to be known as voodoo. Voodoo became a powerful expression of resistance and resilience, allowing the enslaved to maintain a connection to their ancestral faith while navigating the complexities of their new reality, creating a unique and potent syncretism that would come to be known as voodoo. Voodoo rituals and ceremonies became a means of spiritual and communal empowerment. They provided a space for the enslaved to come together, to honor their ancestors, and to seek guidance and protection from the spiritual realm. Voodoo also served as a form of resistance, as it allowed the enslaved to assert their cultural identity and defy the dehumanizing forces of slavery.
The Orishas of the Yoruba were assimilated, and this blending of traditions allowed the enslaved Africans to continue. Known for his strength and protection was seam connection to their ancestral beliefs, while naivety to adapt and thrive despite the overwhelming worship. For example, the Orisha Ogun, a god of iron and war, was associated with St. James the Great, a figure who symbolized strength and protection. This blending of traditions created a rich tapestry of spiritual practices that reflected the resilience and adaptability of the enslaved Africans. Damballa, the serpent deity and creator god, became associated with Saint Patrick. Damballa, revered as a symbol of wisdom and fertility, found a counterpart in Saint Patrick, who was often depicted with snakes. This association allowed the enslaved Africans to continue honoring Damballa while outwardly conforming to the imposed Catholic practices. Such syncretic associations were not just acts of survival, but also acts of defiance, as they enabled the enslaved to preserve their spiritual heritage. While Ogun, the fierce warrior god, found a counterpart in St. James the Great. Ogun, known for his strength and protection, was seamlessly integrated into the new religious framework. This blending of traditions allowed the enslaved Africans to maintain a connection to their ancestral beliefs, while navigating the complexities of their new reality. It provided them with a sense of continuity and identity, even in the face of relentless oppression. This blending of traditions allowed the enslaved Africans to maintain a connection to their ancestral beliefs while navigating the complexities of their new reality. Through secret ceremonies and covert practices, they kept their spiritual traditions alive. These acts of cultural preservation were crucial for their psychological and emotional well-being, offering a sense of hope and resilience. The syncretic faith that emerged was a testament to their enduring spirit and their ability to adapt and thrive despite the overwhelming challenges they faced.
Like the serpent that sheds its skin, revealing a new layer beneath, voodoo embraces duality. It is a religion of both darkness and light, capable of both healing and harming, offering solace and striking fear into the hearts of believers and non-believers alike.
At its core, voodoo is about balance. It recognizes the inherent duality of the universe, the interplay of opposing forces that govern all things. There is good and evil, love and hate, creation and destruction, and within this delicate dance lies the potential for both harmony and chaos.
The power of voodoo lies not in its ability to inflict harm of our world. We may stumble upon truths more share your ideas and let's keep the flame burning bright, Dini. It is a power that can be used for good, to heal the sick, to bring prosperity, and to offer protection from harm. But like any force, it can be misused, manipulated for personal gain, or to inflict suffering upon others. And ask yourself, do you believe? Do you dare to explore the unknown? To confront the shadows that lurk in the dark corners of our world? We may stumble upon truths more unsettling than the shadows themselves. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the history of voodoo. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Horton's World for more explorations into the world's most fascinating myths and legends. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What other mythical creatures or legends would you like us to explore next? Share your ideas and let's keep the flame burning bright. And as always, stay curious.